welcome back to another Poolside Repair. I'm Rob.
And I'm Matt, and today we are with Patrick over in Lake Mary, Florida, and we're installing a DE filter to replace this old cartridge. Now, why do you want to move from DE, or why do you want to move from cartridge over to DE?
I have an open pool, it's not screened in, so I deal with a lot of leaves and nuts and whatnot falling out of the cypress trees. A lot of tannins. The pool filter is always just covered in, it's just brown all the time, and I can't seem to get it clean. I lose a lot of volume, so I thought a DE might be an easier way to go.
Yeah, the DE filter will filter down to what, 3 to 5 microns, whereas a cartridge filter is what, 10 to 15 microns. So you're going to definitely catch the smaller debris and oils.
DE in general is just a great filter. It's the best one in terms of filtering capacity. And you know, you should be happy with the installation as long as we do it right.
Yeah.
So, and awesome. Also, we're in Lake Mary, Florida, but we're not in Manitoba or wherever. You're from Canada. So if you hear an A,
Nova
it's just
Scotia.
Nova Scotia. All right.
Let's
Threw one in there for you.
All right, let's take a look at the equipment. Well, we have a Jandy CS100. It's a 100 square foot cartridge filter, and we're going to replace it with a DE 6020. A little better filtration.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because this is obviously a single cartridge system, and we're going to go up to a big DE filter. So that's going to be quite a size
twice as wide.
difference. So yeah, we're going to have to figure out pipe placement and how we're going to maneuver and fit onto this pad that's probably only 2x2, and it's kind of overwhelming, or this cartridge filter's kind of the right size for that 2x2, but we have to figure out how a DE 6020 is going to fit on it. So let's get to it.
All right, well, let's get this started. Matt, pop quiz. What should we do first?
Okay, after a couple of those?
Yeah, of course. It's a given.
I'm going to say turn off the power.
All right.
Turn off the pump.
Yeah, we'll turn off the pump. Whoop. Pump's off.
That's not what breakers sound like. I know that for a fact.
And then after that, what do we do?
Well, there's probably some water in the pipe, so we got to get rid of that.
Yep.
So use the air relief.
Yep, there you go.
Pump, or filter.
All right, we've got the water drained out of the system. I don't know, what are we going to do next?
Cut it.
All right, so we're going to make a couple cuts. We're going to cut the intake, the discharge, and then we'll just unthread the waistline and get rid of that, and then we'll remove the filter. So we'll start with the intake. And I'm going to cut it as close as possible so we have pipe to work with. Alright, so we made our cuts. We're going to slide the filter out. Alright, this one doesn't seem to be budging. Maybe it's screwed in. Oh yeah, this one's bolted into the pad, so we're going to have to remove a couple bolts before we pull it out. Alright, we've got the bolts removed. Now we're just going to slide the filter out of its place.
Alright, so now that the old filter is gone, we have to make room for the new filter. And that means getting rid of all this rock and gravel. So, pretty simple. Just going to use a shovel, and I'll put it off to the side. Alright, so we cut out the old filter, we cleared out the pad, so at this point we just gotta get this big old filter out this box. So you want to do the honors?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, go for it.
They usually don't let me use knives.
Not since the accident.
Woo! Looks good.
Nice and brand new. So now we have the valve.
Oh, you want me to open that too?
Yeah.
While we're at it? Got our nice 2-inch multi-port valve.
715 XR50. Look at her shine. Now we're just gonna roll this back onto the equipment pad. Just make sure before we start gluing and anything else, we want to make sure that it fits on the pad and figure out how we're gonna situate the pipes. So we're gonna head over and do that now. Alright Rob, so after we put on the valve, we figured out that the intake and the return are on this side. Of
course.
So we have to, nothing's ever easy when it comes to pools. So what are we going to do to try and get this installed correctly?
Alright, from the pump, we're going to bring it out here, have an elbow, angle it upwards, have another elbow here so that I can go in to the intake. Then we're going to take it from the return and drop it down here and return it back to the pool.
Yeah, that was the simplest way of making sure everything lines up right. And we had to rotate this pipe on the pump just to shoot it back. That was easy, just loosening the union and rotating the pipe. So without further ado, let's get the pipe.
All right, let's do it. Go ahead and thread our fittings into the valve. So we got some 2-inch male pipe fritted threading. But before we do, we're going to put some Teflon tape around it so that it's sealed properly when we thread it in. So I'll just give it another quarter turn or so, but you don't want to do it too tight because then you'll break the valve. All right, so we're gonna measure the distance between what'll be these two elbows, and on the elbows the pipe will go in 1 inch. So we're gonna measure from that inch point up to the elbow. An inch into the top elbow is 9 3/4. So we're going to cut our pipe 9 3/4.
Okay, so fun story. We kind of put the pipe and everything, or mocked it up to see where the pipes are landing on each other. And looks like we have a little bit of extra work to do. Rob, you want to kind of explain what needs to be done?
Sure. Basically, if they ever had to remove this, they'd have to cut a significant amount of pipe out. So we're just going to go pick up a couple unions, so make it easier. You know, with unions, they could just take the nut off and remove it without having to cut pipe. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just about the installation now and just getting it done. It's about making sure that it's a good installation and something that's not going to be annoying for the homeowner going forward. So off to the hardware store.
All right, we just got back from the hardware store. We picked up a couple unions that we can thread into our inlet and return of the valve. This way in the future, the customer won't have to cut the plumbing in order to remove the valve. They can just remove the union, keep everything else plumbed in line. Alright, so we're going to start gluing. So we got our purple primer and our regular PVC cement. So first we're going to prime it and then we'll glue it. Prime the outside. Prime the inside of the union. some glue along the outside here. Some glue along the inside of the union. Get it in there.
All right, Rob, great job. You did a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you.
I did about, I would say 5% of the work, but I was here for moral support.
Yeah, that's all we need you for.
You did a fantastic job. Pretty much at this point, what do you have to do after everything's pretty much plumbed in?
After everything's installed, you'll kick the pump on. First, make sure there's no leaks in the system, and then you'll want to add DE to your skimmer. The 6020 takes 7.5 pounds of DE. So that'll be the last thing we have to do is just add some DE to the skimmer and call it a day.
All right, let's kick the tires and light the fires.
All right.
All right, let's go.
All right, we're back here at Patrick's Pool about a month after we installed the DE filter, and we just wanted to, follow up and see how everything's working for him.
It's been fantastic, Rob. It's I don't know if it's a combination of the larger volume or just the DE filtration itself, but the water flow is amazing. The pool's never been cleaner. I'm incredibly happy with it.
All right, great. Well, that wraps up our DE filter install. Please, tune in for more poolside repairs.